Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Factorio, Bobs and Angels Land Edition, episode 18. Now with trains that can kill me. So we got our trains up and running here. They're offloading, and I believe it is automated. So we are going to want to set up the other side here. So we pull the resources out. And now we need to know how we want to belt it out. So we need our unload station. Actually, we don't need to do any of that. Because of how inserters work in Bobs and Angels. And we're all going the wrong way. We just need to put a balancer here. We can make this work perfectly. It seems like a waste of a yellow belt. But we need a balancer, so. Do a little bit of cleanup right there. And we're going to dump a four-way balancer down here. This is a basic four-way balancer. Should get the trick done. That goes there. Something like that. That should work. I'm going to change some of these to insert on both sides of the belt. And one of these got a little bit of coal in it. That's okay. Take that out, and then we can just pull lines individually here. So I want this line to go right there. It's a yellow belt, so it's nice and fast. This is so nice to have trains automated now. I'm gonna put that to there. Gonna be able to add to the factory way faster now. This will get us some more iron. So these guys should all be working full tilt now. Maybe even to the point of I'll make these MK2s. And these are going to our flotation cells, so it's good to get these up and running. Try like that. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Because our iron was looking very, very low earlier, so we need these guys to work a little bit better for us. Maybe even add another section down here. Let's do that. Just need a few iron plates. Made a burner one. I don't want to make a burner one. So I need to offload the ores. We'll go this way. Might as well. We'll make the stone kind of loop around. You need to be this. Then we'll copy. So the iron go up this way. We will not join the belts. Actually, we'll have it sneak right through. That'll work as well. Just goes right to there. Go one more down. I don't like it side loading ever. We want it to go and join into a splitter. It's always better into a splitter. I can't actually cross any of these buildings here. So like that, and that splitter. And then I have the stone I gotta deal with. So the stone, if I put this here, that there, that there, that there. And then have the stone go straight up through there. That should work. Ooh. That is beautiful. No, that was correct. How it was set up. So you go like this, except this will be the iron this time. Gonna rotate. Stone will be right here. It can just be disposed of just like that. That actually looks kind of nice. I like that setup. 2, 2, 2, 2. And then one will be offset. And then we'll grab our ores here. That actually looks kind of nice. So once the train is actually automated, we're going to have one line here, but I'm actually going to grab a second line. And the second line is going to run right through here. Just like such. This excess line can get processed through. So for some reason, if there's excess, it'll come here. You're going to go there, and you're going to go there now. No problem moving lines. Ever. Not sure the stone will be okay. We're going to have to check the stone at some point, but we'll see. Laser turrets are now researched. That's exciting. How much science do we have right now? So military science is pretty backed up, so I have no issues researching turret 3s now. Maybe even some nitroglycerine. That looks fun as well. Geodes are fine. We're not overflowing our geode collection anytime soon. But I do want this train to come back sooner rather than later. There's 320 in there. That's enough to kind of start this party. Gonna also need fast inserters down there. Fast inserters require bronze, so maybe that's our next step. Let's get some bronze going on. Bronze. Bronze, to craft it, requires molten bronze, which is copper and tin. So copper and tin into an induction furnace. So we don't really have much copper actually anymore. We might have to boost our copper. Or we could fill this up and tell this to stop being full. So we could block this off. Which will end up filling this up here. This is our copper ingots. Copper can come here. We need the copper out of here. So it's copper and tin, if I wasn't mistaken. Craft. Molten bronze, copper, and tin. We have nickel. Again, nothing to use the tin on. So this is tin right here. I believe. That is definitely tin. I need some induction furnaces. And bronze. We are now about to enter the Bronze Age. That's actually kind of cool. Do I want to put it here, though, is the next question. So we're bringing it all the way up over here. Maybe I'll make it over there. So we'll have the copper run all the way around. So this is going to backlog on me at some point when these outputs fill up. And then the ingots are all going to come to us. We're all going to come here. So I want this line up over here. We'll have our advanced ores over there anyways. I will not weave this belts. So maybe we'll start with a silo. Collecting all our ores kind of in a amalgamated area. And we just need a bit of steel. So iron is still not keeping up, which is kind of problematic. Got some steel. This will get us fast inserters. So that's going to go right there. And then we will offload it. This just gives me a bit of a buffer. And I need this up over there somewhere. Somewhere. Maybe we'll chest these too. Let's do a chest of these guys. We need a lot of these eventually. A lot of the new higher resources require both. Or two different types of resources here. So we do something like this. We'll start accumulating, and then I can have more outputs. This should work. Put that there. Pulls across. And we'll smelt it maybe on the... I was thinking right here. Outside the factory. Yes, outside the factory. I'll go up with it. The copper line is going to be quite long, but that's okay. I just need space. We need space. Everything needs space here. So we're running it pretty far, but that's okay. So you're going to be right here, and this will be bronze. So bronze right there. We'll do 2 bronzes. This to here. Still need more power lines. Could go grab them, but they're on the other side of the factory, so... Nobody has time to walk way over there. So you come here. You don't need to worry about our inserters. So we can turn these into long inserters. Like that. And then we just need to grab the iron line, or the copper line. So I want to run the copper here. So we're collecting it right there. I gotta run it all the way up besides the coal here. We'll keep on a slow line, doesn't need to be on a yellow belt. No need, no need. A lot of stuff right around here. We'll do it on the other side of the coal line. Otherwise, no way to get past that. So right there. So it's running straight across now. Easy. I think we have a lot of space, but actually we don't have a lot of space. This will all probably be full soon. Copper is filling up now. So these are not able to process the resource anymore, so it should all eventually start getting pushed down. It's going to fill the pipes up, and then it will just start pushing down the copper ingots, which is good. We're looking for some more belts here. How full's our train looking? Eventually, this is going to fill up too much. So this is probably the second train that's actually filled up. And the train will be sitting there. But for now, until it can actually load all the way up, I might actually just switch it to 50%. Or time pass, maybe 90 seconds. 90 seconds. It's 90 seconds to fill up. So it's going to try and always unload, 100% unload. But it will only fill up for 90 seconds, then come back. That way this can keep working here nicely for us. Because it is not keeping up. So now the ingots are pushing past. So these are all totally full. Cannot have any more resources in there. So now we can look at our copper ingots. And I am running this line right to there. So when this does, theoretically, never fill up. Also shouldn't be on a yellow belt. It's okay. We will switch back to slow belts. Just don't have the resources to be using all of my yellow belts like that. I used to not like this feature where you can just drag it and pull over stuff. But the longer I play with this feature, the more I like it. But initially I was not a big fan of it. So now it should all be pushing through here. Yeah, there she comes. I had to remove a couple of walls there so I could get through. Next it's gonna come up here. Up here, up here, up here. And we're making bronze now. And we gotta run it in the inside. So there we go, we got bronze. Then we need some casting machines. And we got bronze. Maybe take one out. Now we can put a power line in there. How much bronze do you really need? That's the next question. So we have a bunch of ores there. A bunch down here. I don't know, there's just stuff everywhere right now. Maybe bring it down. To, I don't know, right here. We'll go this way with it. Build a silo. Silos are my friend. Until I know how to use the resource properly, we're just going to make a boatload of silos. All the silos, all the time. Nitroglycerin, sure. What do we want? Plasma turrets. I remember these things as being incredibly OP. I did not think I'd be at plasma turrets already. Guess this is going to start working in a second. Do I want this full? Sure, why not? We wanted this to make... I don't even remember what we're trying to make with this anymore. Who remembers what we're trying to make? So we can make radar 3s if we had brass. I don't have brass. I think we just push back to science again. I know I need that for something, but I don't really... Oh, it's for fast inserters. I think we start trucking towards the science again. Our science production has not slowed down, but we're not making science right now. So we can go back onto the science train. As we've got a lot of the advanced resources working right now. And start figuring out what we need for that. So, electronic circuit board, sodium hydroxide, sulfur, and engines. We have neither of those things making right now. And also, this is probably the worst place to do this. So the first thing we can make here is these. But I don't think I have resin yet. Resin's like the last big thing we need to make. So we can make resin with naphtha. We can make resin with wood, actually. So is it in a simple building like this? Resin. What building was that made in? Crafts? It says it's made in assembler, but it's actually not made in assembler. I don't think, yeah, we don't have the recipe, so it's grayed on the top there. It means it's not actually available. Liquid resin can be made with resin. Yeah, that's great. Urea gas, formaldehyde. We don't want any of those. Let's go back to resin again. So, a bioprocessor. We'll see that. So that should actually be able to make it with wood. We do have wood, so it's not a... It's actually a decent strategy to make it in that. This is now looking okay here. 1800 in there. So you're doing your thing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we can make it in this building. Let's make a few of these guys then. Some bioprocessors to make some resin. Resin is a solid. For some reason I thought it was a liquid for a minute there. And then with resin we can make phenolic boards. And that is the next step towards our next chips. Make a bunch of those. And now we can actually use this tree farm for a little bit more. So we have this chest that's not really that big, but it says it's a big chest. We're going to run this to here. Gonna put these on yellow belts. Fast as all can be. And we'll run the resin right up here. So if we need more wood, we do have the greenhouses right next to us, so that will work nicely. Here's our resin buildings. I feel like this is not the recipe to use for this, but it's the recipe we have, so. I think it's going to eat all of our wood. How much of it? All of it. Might need more of these two at some point, but for now, this is what we get. Should be working. Resin is resining. It can't offload. I need to grab some inserters. And then with the resin, I'm using that to make phenolic boards. I believe this used to be one of the most difficult things to get going, if I'm not mistaken. So we need resin and wood to make the board. Am I reading that correctly? Yeah. Inserters, where are you hiding? So we have motors, but they're just for our own personal consumption. So they're not really automated. We will make the blue science over here somewhere. But I'm going to cart these across to Timbuktu. Because we're going to make them right here. I should have grabbed power lines too, that's okay. So now we have resin here. This is the whole wood area. This is actually good that we have it all kind of combined like this. I'll put another one of these right here. Just because this is making processors. Processors is always an expensive item. Half of these on one side, half of them on the other. Something like that. I must say, though, I do love these belts. These belts are phenomenal. I want a second line here of the wood. Doesn't really matter if one side backs up, the other side won't be able to work, but it's easier to kind of see what is going on if you have a two-sided belt like that. We're going to make our phenolic boards right here. The first phase of those whiteboards. They can be built in a electronics assembly machine, so we're not going to build in the big machine. We're going to go find a small machine. I have a ton of turrets on me, though. Get rid of these ores. Those rocks in your pocket? Yep. Those are rocks in my pocket. Keep teching everything that's basic red out of the way. Because there's quite a bit of that. Still quite a few things left. I don't know what's going on there. Gonna grab our assemblers, which should be right there. These are way faster. The tier 2 assemblers versus the basic ones. Or tier 2, the what are they actually called? What are the real names here? So assembly machine versus electronics assembly machine. Electronics assembly machine is way faster. So this crafts the speed of 1. And this crafts the speed of 0.5. So you definitely want to use these for wherever you can. They're smaller, so they kind of have their own issues, but overall I'd say I like them. I'm a fan. So that can go there. It's a pretty basic design there. So we'll do one insert on the inside and one on the outside. And I need to run these across the factory. I might actually bring it over the lake now. And I need these on yellow belts, because these are used for everything. They're going to be upgraded sooner rather than later, so we'll just start off on the right foot. And then there goes all my belts. Just want to look at iron for a second here. How's my iron doing? So you guys are doing not great. Because you have no purified water. Explain to me why you have no purified water. Who? This broke everything. So I think what happened here is this is making my purified water, but the saline water is full here. So I need a overflow valve, which is the best invention. I don't know if I mentioned that yet, or if I have, I need to reiterate that. It's literally the best invention. I need some iron. It's all stopped. All of it. Straight up, none of it working. And some stone bricks. This will fix the problem right here. I'll get all this back up and running over here. It's good that I left the old stuff still running. How are these attacks looking? I think they're starting to take some damage down there, so I'll put some sniper turrets there in a second, as soon as it's fixed. Because I'm going to be running up in the upper half of the factory in a minute here. So. And these guys should be turning back on. There's a lot of science here. A lot of science. So now these are all running again. Nice. Most of them anyways. I think if we just give it a minute, it should all turn back on. I see they're all spinning now, so that's good. Good, good, good. We're back in business. That's 3,000 ore, and that's all it takes. 3,000 ore. It looks like nothing. So our iron production will flare back up in a minute. Good. Our trees are so slow. But they can't all offload, so it's working okay. I think what needs to happen here next is this is expanded. Don't you just love it when things actually work? When the factory actually grows. So nice to see. So nice to see. And this is working well here. This is not allowing anything to offload, to add any more to it. Because these buildings need to offload the saw blade as priority. So I do think it is working. Also better if this is slower. But for now that works. These guys are still doing whatever they're supposed to be doing. The wood can't offload out of there fast enough either. It's only 2 inserters versus 50 over here. So we'll fix that in a minute. But for now I'll run these boards across the factory, which is such not a good idea, but you can always just run more belts. Always just run more belts. That's what happens when your factory's too spread out. It allows for expansion, which is nice, but at the same time it's a pain in the butt. Because all my yellow belts are disappearing. But it does make the minimap look nicer. As we start to occupy this entire area. It started out that this factory was way too big. And now it's... it's not really too big, that's for sure. So this is the next item. So phenolic board, ferrochloric solution, which is like iron ore and something, I think. So we'll run it right to here. And tin ore, was that the other item it needed? Copper, tin, phenolic boards, and ferrochloric solution. I don't actually know what the ferrochloric solution is off the top of my head. I think it uses iron ore though. But it's a liquid, so it's pretty easy to cart around. Pretty easy to cart around. And that is made in a... It can be made in the electronics machine, but it needs to be electronics tier 2. Which I don't have any of those yet. Tier 2 requires this, so it can't actually use that. So I'll make it in this building. So for now it stays in U. Aluminum is looking great. So we can pull the tin and the copper line up, which is actually right here. Just pull off this line. This line can run and merge onto the side there. You go here, you go here. And then beer. It's okay. If we keep this here. It's just another throughway. So this is where we will do this. So we're gonna go here, there, there. We're gonna be this guy. And we still need a ferrochloric solution. However, we're gonna do that. Just put that there. I currently have no idea how it's made. That can be fixed pretty quickly. I have some undergrounds here. Underground there to there, underground there to there. Inserters like such. We're gonna pick up and drop. Pick up and drop. So that should work. I was going to defend the north there too, which I haven't done yet. So I have to go do that in a second. So that is there. So the only thing it's missing now is the ferrochloric solution, which I don't know how that's made on top of my head. You're missing one belt, nice. So ferrochloric solution. Liquid rubber. Liquid plastic. I definitely wasn't looking for something that looked like that. So we need an empty canister and ferrochloric solution to make hydrogen chloride gas and iron ore is what we need. Also, I think I overshot my belt by a lot. So hydrogen chloride gas, which actually isn't that hard to make, because I do have hydrogen already. So chlorine and hydrogen. Do I have chlorine yet? Oh, we do. And hydrogen right there. And then we just need to put onto an iron ore. So you actually need the iron ore, straight up. Which kind of sucks, because I don't have enough iron already. Bullets. Want some better bullets? Yes, please. Plasma turrets MK2. I don't even have MK1 built yet, but we're researching MK2. I'm going to go north here and dump some sniper turrets down. Because these things are ridiculously strong. Brass and... oh, we need Invar now, too. I have a pretty good defense going on. For those who watch my YouTube video, or YouTube playthrough of Factorio, which got turned into a Factorio time-lapse now, you'll know that we went a little bit cheap on the defense. Tried anyways. Definitely didn't work out in my favor. So it's just nice to see that I actually have a somewhat of a proper defense going on right now. Sometimes I try and play with the game mechanics. It doesn't always work out. That's half the fun of the game, I think. So there should never have a problem anymore. At least not for a while. It's quite a few sniper turrets. So, now we need to get that ferrochloric solution. So, the first thing we'll make is a hydrogen chloride gas, which is not in the chemical plant. I'm not sure I actually have any chemical plants. I have chemical furnaces. Chemical plant needed something funky, if I'm not mistaken. So running like this is fine, but when I start running like this and I have trains ripping around the factory is how you die. Well, this just needed the basic electronic boards. That was the holdup back in the day. Like a few of those. I got quite a few pipes, so no problem with pipes. Although I might actually want more pipes. Let's try that. And I do have a petrochem tank right there. Some geodes getting shipped across the world here. So one way or the other, this gas has to get moved very far. So we are making hydrogen chloride gas right there. Perfect. This is probably too many buildings, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. This is making a chip that's used for pretty much everything. It's the next green chip in the factory. This might not actually be too much. So you go there. Do I have power lines? I do not have any power lines. Who forgot to tell me to pick up power lines? Who forgot to tell me to pick up power lines? I guess this is now working. I think we'll put the tank right there. And then I need to run the gas up to make the ferrochloric solution. So I need the iron ore. There's no point running the iron ore all the way down this way. I would love to make some landfill right now. Actually, some of that mud. Make some landfill with this mud, which is actually right here. Overshot it. There's really no huge use for mud other than landfill. It knew. It knew its purpose already. It's pretty slow. Chest. Played vanilla the other day, so now I totally just forget where everything is. You go here. We want 2 landfill. I do not want that much mud. 2 landfill, and I can put the pipe in the water. Okay, 2 more landfill. At least we automated it now, that's good. Beautiful. There we go. And now the ferrochloric solution is made in another chemical plant. How many chemical plants do I have left? I have 1. Grab some steel. I don't really want to take the iron here, but what choice do you have? I could crush it on its own line. But I think we will do this. I'm going to put a splitter right here. I don't want to split all of my iron, just a little bit. So just this section of iron will get split 50-50. And if it makes it, it makes it. Eventually we can boost it, but for now this will be enough. And then I'll put the ferrochloric solution literally right here. So I'll run this up here. And my geodes can go right there. So the liquid right here, or the gas, whatever it is. Too bad. And then I will make the chemical furnace, or chemical plant. Right there. You could type the hard word, or you could just type the solution. I think the solution's easier, one of the two to type. Put that there, and there. If I was a chemist, I would know what all these words were. We can just have it go right in the backside. Just like that. There you go. Ferrochloric solution is now generating. I think. Needs inserters. Get some pipes. And then we put it into one of these. Now here's the problem with this right here, is I need space. I hate not having space for something like this. I could put it here, which actually is fine. Because here, I can move these belts around. But this building will pretty much never get picked up again. Wherever it is, it stays forever. This is its forever home. And now I need to run this liquid to the other side of the factory. So we're just going to go right up this way. So this needs to go here. And I'm right here. So I just have to go all the way up somehow. Which I should be able to make that run. It's just 2 pipes. I haven't done too many crazy weaves yet, so whatever's here is doing obviously amazing. Maximum performance for the factory. I think this is our iron ore here. Our old iron ore. That worked out too nicely. I think we just keep going through here. Almost made it again. Look at that. It's a nice tree. Ooh. That's a big step. That's one big technological leap for us. And one small step backwards for biters. That's all I gotta say to them. Got some iron. Make one more assembler. Throw that into a silo and we are good to go. Things are happening. The original iron mine is completely dead now. I might be able to run some ores over there from our train line, since that's 7 million down there, if I'm not mistaken. 7 million. And kind of turn this old part of the factory back on. But yeah, I think we're going to tide this in there. And say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning into this episode. Episode 18 of Factorio, Bobs and Angels. As we are making, I feel like some very good progress right now. This is it's a pretty big step once you get blue science up and running. I believe in a typical C block playthrough to get blue science, wherever the blue is. Where are you hiding? Why you do this to me? Why are you embarrassing me in front of my friends? To get blue science up and running, generally will take about, I don't know, maybe 50 hours plus. So to be at blue science right now, because we almost have the electronic boards up and running. We have hydrogen, sodium hydroxide, sulfur, and engine units already automated, and almost the board. We're just missing this part, which is just missing silver and plastic. So we're almost there. We're super close. So I do want to say again, thanks for watching, and until next episode, this is Yamakara. Ciao for now.